Well, we're a good way through summer, and there is a school year looming ahead, much to the chagrin of many school children. And I'm joined now by education nonprofit consultant Tamara Hamai. Now, this is something kids don't just pause in their learning and then come back ready to go at the start of the school year.
No, most kids actually, the large majority of kids come back to school and have kind of forgotten. About 9 out of 10 teachers see that when their students come into the classroom, they have to sort of go backwards and reteach something from the previous year to their students.
Interesting. So it's not like you hit the pause button, you actually regress a little bit when you go back.
Yeah, I mean, we forget everything every day too, and so we can't be surprised that kids do it.
Don't ask me what I did for a story yesterday. I wouldn't be able to tell you, but it makes sense over the summer months that you're having all this fun and then, you don't remember what to do. Is there a way to stave that off?
Yeah, there are several ways, and whoever's at home with the kid, whether it be the parent or a babysitter, or even if they're in a preschool program or a after-school program, things that happen in the summer, there's things you can do to help with reading, help with math, help with science, activities that you can do.
And is this something that you should be doing on a daily basis, a weekly basis, or at the last minute for procrastinators who are headed back to school?
Unfortunately, kids are all about consistency.
Okay, all right,
which
so
means
right
every
now.
day,
Yeah.
yes. As soon as you can, get started with activities for reading, for example. You could have them make a book. If they're a younger kid, you could have them look and say, okay, this is a cover of a book. This is the spine of the book. Let's write, what do you put on a spine of the book? Write on the back of the cover. What do you put on the back of the book? And then have them talk out a story or write it out if they're writing, and think through the whole structure of what a plot includes.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. So there's not just reading, right? I mean, there's got to be other kinds of games for mathematics, for learning. You were talking about learning new languages.
Yeah. Dual language learning is actually really important, not just for people who are being raised with English as their second language, but with English as your first language. Learning other languages can boost your overall academic performance throughout all of elementary and later schooling. So something that's really easy to do at home is to just put up little signs that have the other language with an English word, so they can both see the English word and that other language.
Oh, see, I thought those were flashcards. No, these are labels. That's genius.
Yeah, so you can put up a little piece of paper or a Post-it, and for example, this is chair, and if you're going to learn Spanish, then you would say "see ya," or in whatever other language. You could look it up on Google Translate if you don't know.
So the parent doesn't actually have to know the other language either. You can simply come up with ideas and vocabulary and at least pass that on to your kids.
Yes, parents and caretakers actually learning something new with children is just as impactful, and sometimes even more impactful than doing something that the parent is the expert about already.
Cute. I kind of like that idea, like learning the same language at the same time, and then you can grow together. Of course, kids learn it so much faster. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
So here we are. We're really coming down to the wire, so to speak, and I know kids and probably parents alike are maybe a little bit nervous about the start of the school year. Is there anything they can do to ease that transition to go from fun in the sun to really, getting back to the grindstone?
One of the first things is just start talking about school again. Remind them it's happening. Especially with younger kids, when they have warning and they start to prepare, then the transition goes more smoothly. And if they're older, then they can start to think about themselves. How do I prepare for school? What am I going to have to do? You could take them to the store to buy a new notebook or to prepare. A lot of schools give out school lists, and that's a good way to trigger new routines. Going back, we have to wake up early again.
Right. That's exciting. I mean, I just remember the days of Lisa Frank with the, unicorns and pandas and whatever with the multicolors. That was always exciting. It was like the bait on the end of a stick to going back to school.
Oh, yes.
Well, so if anybody wants any additional information or any help with tips, where do they find you and figure all this out?
Well, they can start by going to our website, hamaiconsulting.com.
Perfect. All right, Tamara, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you can find all of this information at hamaiconsulting.com. Have a great one.